Good morning, everyone. So today we'll be discussing with one of the important topic, phospholipids. So already we finished with classification of lipids. So under classification of lipids, phospholipids come under compound lipids, right? So today let us see how these phospholipids are classified. So phospholipids are the lipids containing, in addition to fatty acids and an alcohol. Normally, you know, simple lipids, they contain fatty acid as well as an alcohol. It might be glycerol or other than glycerol. But here, in case of phospholipids, the name itself tells phospholipids, means phosphate group is there additionally. So since they are compound lipids, so what are the extra compounds added here? Phosphoric acid. So phosphoric acid residue is the additional group here. So that is why they are known as phospholipids. So these phospholipids, these are the lipids containing, in addition to fatty acids and an alcohol, a phosphoric acid residue. So they are structural components of biological membranes. They also have a nitrogen containing bases. So based on this nitrogen containing bases, they are again subclassified. So coming to the classification of phospholipids, these are classified based on the type of alcohol present. If it is glycerol, glycerophospholipid. If it is sphingosine, they are sphingophospholipids. Then what are glycerophospholipids? So here glycero means alcohol is glycerol. So along with alcohol, a fatty acid, alcohol, then additional group is a phosphoric acid, right? So examples of glycerophospholipids: Phosphatidylcholine, also known as Lecithin, then Phosphatidylethanolamine, also known as cephalin, Phosphatidylserine, Phosphatidylinositol, Lysophospholipid, Plasmalogens, as well as Cardiolipins. So Lecithin, what is the importance of Lecithin? So it has the base is choline here. So based on the different types of nitrogenous bases, they are classified, right? So here the base is mainly choline, acts as a base. It is mainly predominant in cell membranes, and also it acts as a body's choline reserve. And one more important function is it acts as a lipotropic factor. So what is the role of lipotropic factor? So it prevents fat in the liver. So it also helps to dissolve cholesterol in bile. So this is the structure of lecithin. Phosphatidylcholine, also known as lecithin. Then one more formation of lecithin is dipalmityl-lecithin. So it has a very significant function, that is it acts as a lung surfactant because this is mainly found in lungs. So in case of infants, so there is deficiency of this, it results in RDS, that is respiratory distress syndrome. Then coming to the next glycerophospholipid, Phosphatidylethanolamine, also known as cephalin. So here the base is ethanolamine. Then what is the main function of this is it helps in coagulation. So mainly it acts as a factor 3, that is Thromboplastin-factor 3. Helps in blood coagulation. Then next is Phosphatidylserine. Serine is mostly found in tissues. So the main function of serine is it helps in cell signaling as well as apoptosis. Then the next classification, it is cardiolipid. It is also known as diphosphatidylglycerol. So cardio, name itself tells it is isolated from cardiac muscle. So it is also found in mitochondrial membrane. So it plays an important role in cellular respiration. And the main function of cardiolipid is they exhibit antigenic properties. They exhibit antigenic properties. That means they are recognized by the antibodies which are raised against syphilis, which is a bacterial infection. So what happens if these cardiolipins are decreased or there is deficiency? It results in myocardial dysfunction, heart failure, as well as hypothyroidism. Then the next classification, plasmalogens. So just the difference between lecithin, cephalin, they have ester linkage. Here they have an ether linkage on the C1 carbon atom. So based on the different types of nitrogenous bases, again they are classified as choline plasmalogen and ethanolamine plasmalogen. So this is the structure of plasmalogen with ether linkage, and nitrogenous base may be either choline or ethanolamine. So they are mainly present in brain as well as cardiac muscle. So example for plasmalogen is platelet activating factor, and it has a very important role, protective role against reactive oxygen species. So this is ethanolamine plasmalogen. The next, phosphatidylinositol. So they mainly act as secondary messengers like cyclic AMP, cyclic GMP. So this also acts as a second messenger for the transport inside the cell. So they are present as a stereoisomer, myoinositol. So this is when phosphatidylinositol is fused, it forms diacylglycerol and inositol triphosphate. So these again act as the secondary messengers. Okay. So that is about glycerophospholipids. The next classification under phospholipids is sphingophospholipids. So here the alcohol is mainly sphingosine, whereas in glycerophospholipids, alcohol is mainly glycerol. So here, when a sphingosine combines with fatty acid, it is known as ceramide. So now a sphingophospholipid contains ceramide plus phosphoryl group plus nitrogenous base. So together they are known as sphingomyelins. So these are mainly present in the plasma membranes of cell, and the main function of this is they help in activating protein kinases as well as protein phosphatases, as well as cell signaling and apoptosis. So this is the structure of sphingomyelin. So that is the classification of glycerophospholipids. So till now we have gone through all the functions as well as classification of phospholipids. Then let us summarize the phospholipids with the functions. So as we all know, they are integral components of cell membranes as well as they regulate membrane permeability. They help in activation of membrane-bound enzymes, help in the formation of lipoproteins. They play a role in electron transport chain. They act as second messengers. Blood coagulation, mainly cephalin. Lung surfactant, mainly lecithin. Then sphingomyelins act as electric insulators. Then they also helps to remove cholesterol from tissues, mainly lecithin. Then they have a role in cell signaling, apoptosis. They act as lipotropic factors, mainly lecithin. Good emulsifying agents. They help in the transport, intestinal absorption, and metabolic interaction of lipids. And also plasmalogens, they play an important role in platelet aggregation. Thank you.